Sarah Silverman calls out Hollywood's Jewface problem. Well, we're going to be finding out all that and much more on this episode of the Miami Geeks. Stay tuned. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Miami Geeks Weekly Updates, brought to you by digitalcracknetwork.com. I'm your host, Punch305, and no, there's nothing wrong with your audio. I have a little something in my throat right now. I'm a little hoarse, so don't need to adjust your volume or nothing. This is what's going to be happening for at least a couple of days. So, always with me, old school gaming specialist, Uncle Willie.
Punisher.
Yes, sir.
Where were you? Where were you when the world seemed like it was going to end?
Are you making fun of my voice to be like the movie phone voice?
No. I'm being serious. We went through some very difficult times recently, and I want to make sure that you were okay.
Oh, okay.
When the apocalypse happened, and no one can access Facebook or Instagram.
Well, if we're going to do it right, we have to do it right. In a world where in 6 hours' time, everybody was down for 6 hours. No IG, no Facebook, no WhatsApp. What were you doing? You don't sound like the movie guy.
You don't sound like the movie guy. Actually, you sound like someone who's trying to sell me car insurance.
In a world where you have a lot of car accidents, sir, are you interested? Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen.
Morons.
Just want to let you know that before we get started, if you're new to our show, make sure to hit the subscribe button because we do this every 3 times a week. So make sure to follow us, hit that subscribe button, and let's get started. So, Willie, it looks like Xbox reporting, kind of trialing Tomb Raider, Just Cause, and Hitman Studios for potential acquisition. Just with that alone, I'm kind of curious on what they're aiming for, because so far we know that PlayStation acquired a couple people already last week, and I'm guessing that they're just trying to take it up all. They're just trying to clean the whole map already. What do you think is going on here so far, Willie? Like who they're after? Let's be honest.
All right, the studios that they're rumored to be looking at as possible acquisitions are all Square Enix developers. Okay. Crystal Dynamics, who are the people doing the new Tomb Raider games. IO Interactive, which is the Hitman people.
Okay.
And most interesting to me, Avalanche Studios, the Just Cause people.
Oh, all right.
All 3 are Square Enix studios as of now. But Microsoft is looking to throw some money down their way. I don't like this.
No, I'm not really too fond about it either, Willie. It seems like if they're going to be acquiring these people, then that means that it's a possible, or it might be even happening, that whatever studio they're going to be acquiring, that those are the games that they're going to be going for, just for that system. Am I wrong?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm worried about. Listen, I understand about having console exclusives and having that competitive advantage of forcing people to get into your ecosystem or buy your hardware in order to play certain games. But a healthy third-party market is still important.
It is.
And yeah, the Activisions and EAs of the world are always going to have cross-platform titles. But the way things are going, a lot of the smaller tier development studios, not to say that IO Interactive or Avalanche Studios is not as big of a deal as say a Blizzard or a DICE, but
okay,
having good third party development studios that are cross-platform is good.
It is.
Because if not, it's gonna get to a point where you're gonna have to pick what ecosystem you want to be a part of and only get that console.
I agree with you, Willie. I totally agree with you.
You and I, we get all the consoles because we're maniacs. Not everybody can do that, though.
It's true. But let's be honest, we can't even do that as well. We have to literally plan before we do this. Like, for instance, PS5. I planned that out to the T, how I'm going to get the PS5 over the Xbox One, the Xbox One X. I haven't got the Xbox One X yet because I'm telling you right now, it's all about money and everything like that. But right now, I'm happy with my system. I am eventually going to get the Xbox One X one of these days or whatever. But for right now, I'm happy where I'm at. But yes, I like to acquire all type of systems so we can be able to play all the system and judge certain games on any level. But the way I see this whole acquisition, it's going to be kind of like dividing us technically. Like you're either PlayStation or Xbox to play certain of these games. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's not a matter of dividing us because truthfully, we can buy both consoles.
We can.
It becomes prohibitively expensive for some because you're talking about buying $1,000 worth of consoles just to play all these games.
And let's not talk about the $70 price point on the majority of these games as well.
This is correct. But my main concern is squirreling away a vast library of games on your console it's anti-consumer from the beginning.
Yeah.
Basically saying you have to buy all this bunch of hardware if you want to play the most games you can. You buy a Sony console knowing that, okay, if I want to play Uncharted or I want to play God of War, I have to have a Sony console.
Yeah.
You buy an Xbox console saying, okay, if I want to play Forza, I want to play Gears of War or Halo, I have to have that console. Is it going to be to a point now where you see those stupid little memes they put up on Facebook every once in a while?
Oh God, the one with the guy that's sweating with the one button to press.
No, that one. I mean, that's actually a better one. But the one I was thinking was choose one side, the other side disappears forever.
Yeah,
and
no,
so you have to choose between Pokemon or Final Fantasy. That's what it's going to be like for video game consoles.
I mean, you're absolutely right, and like I might have said it wrong, but that's what I'm talking about, the division about it, because it's just going to be technically about that. It's either you choose whatever console that you play the most games. Like, yeah, maybe the other console has certain games that you like to play, but not all of them. So you're going to be like, you know what? I probably don't need that Xbox or PlayStation because I play most of the games I like on this console because they have it all. Or vice versa, whatever the case is. So yeah, I do agree with you on that, man.
If I was the average person who the average gamer who might not be able to throw $1,000 at consoles, I have to sit there like if I were to think like them, okay, I love the Just Cause series. So now if I want to play another Just Cause game, I have to buy a Microsoft console. So then I guess I'll just not play the Horizon games because they're not on Microsoft's and I can't afford to buy both.
I completely agree with you, man. But you know what, Willie?
It's a shit situation.
But you know what, man? Highly understandable. But I will love to ask our viewers out there, what do they think? Do you think that having this type of acquisition for Xbox or PlayStation is a smart move? Do you guys think it's a fair thing that we're going to have to probably choose between one console or another because of certain titles and certain games that they play? Honestly, I would like to know your opinion. Please comment down below. We would love to hear your thoughts and let's have a conversation about it. But now in other news, Epic is getting a new achievement system next week. So the Epic Launcher is getting some new tools today, actually. Epic announced that they'll be rolling out some new tools for the developers and adding achievements to their games, for dubbed Epic Achievements. Willie, is this something that this is going to be beneficial for the gamers out there now? They're playing a lot on Epic, like for instance, Fortnite and shit like that. But all the other games that they provide. Do you think this is going to be like something for them to do like with the consoles as well? Like when PlayStation, Xbox, and stuff like that for the achievement system?
This is just Epic Game. This is just for the Epic Games platform. And I just want to point out that the Epic Game Store has been out, if I'm correct, since 2018. And they're just now adding features like this.
Jesus. Okay.
Not that I care. I mean, I'm a trophy whore in PlayStation. I'm an achievement whore in Xbox.
He ain't lying, folks. He's not lying.
I'm not gonna sit there and point out all y'all's mistakes. But what they're making a big deal about. Oh, we're getting achievements. Okay. Do you know that the Epic Game Store still doesn't have a shopping cart?
It doesn't.
No. You want to buy a game? You want to buy one game on the Epic Game Store?
You have to go one game
You
at
got
a
to buy
time.
them one at a time. And when the Epic Game Store first opened, if you like say you wanted to buy 7 games,
Yeah.
by about the 3rd or 4th game, the system will lock you out because it thought that you were actually spamming it.
It's horrible. You know what?
The
I
Epic Game
think
Store-
I think instead of the achievements, they should just work on the store for shopping carts and stuff like that.
There's no shopping cart. You cannot gift games to people. There's no user reviews, so you can't get a good idea of what the game is if you've never if you're just shopping around and you see a game that piques your interest.
Yeah.
You can't get user reviews. You can't get other people's opinions on the game to see if it's something that you're interested in. You can only pay with dollars and euros. So if you live in other countries, you're playing out of luck.
Technically, yeah.
You cannot control the download queue. So say you have 4 or 5 games downloading at the same time, you can't prioritize one over the other. The one that you picked first is the one that downloads first.
Yeah.
They're not like deal breakers. And I'm not going to sit here and say that, Epic Game Store has no benefits.
Yeah.
Free games are always good, and they're always giving away free games.
No, indeed they are. Like next week, it's going to be PC Simulator.
PC Building Simulator.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I want to try that out, to be honest.
I play that game every day. It's called
It's called Life. But still, I want to do it. Fuck it. That'll be fun.
But yeah, I mean, good on them, I guess. But yeah, this doesn't change the fact that it's still a half-baked store.
Oh yeah. Willie.
Sure.
Tomorrow is the day. It is the day to know who is the last DLC player for Smash. And
yes.
we're only less than 24 hours away already. That's it. Like the countdown started since 12 last night. And everyone right now is going ape shit because like they're already hyper guessing on who's going to be the next character in the Smash, the last Smash. And one of the characters they're talking about that's going to be the final character is Travis Touchdown. And I've never played the game with him in it, so I know you have. What are your thoughts about this before we keep going to the next subject, which I need to know? Who will you think deserved that spot in that thing? Because that's so far a rumor. It's not even a for sure thing. But let's just talk.
Let's just say this.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, it is safe to say that over 70% of the Nintendo fan base is going to be sad.
But for like 5 minutes.
Because no matter who they pick, it's the wrong person.
Yeah, you're right. But it's not only that it's going to be the wrong person, it's going to be the wrong and final person.
The wrong character,
because, yeah, it's going to be the wrong character, and it's going to be
there's not going to be any more. For those who don't know, Travis Touchdown is the main character of the No More Heroes series. Popular series of video games. I mean, normally you'd see a Travis Touchdown, you'd be like, yeah, I can see him. Like I remember you saying earlier that you don't see how Travis Touchdown can be in Smash.
Yeah.
My counter is they put Joker from Persona in there.
I like that counter.
He is 100.
Absolutely right.
He is 100% a character you would see there.
Okay.
Just that, unfortunately, this is whoever it is. It's going to be the last one.
Yeah.
And therefore, it doesn't matter who they pick. Someone's going to be disappointed because Goku isn't there, because Sora isn't there, because Sub-Zero or Wolverine or any number of characters isn't there.
No, you're absolutely right, Willie. You're absolutely right. And the thing
now,
is
if
that
you're asking me who I think should be there,
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead. That's actually one
I
of my
have
main
no
questions.
problems with Sub-Zero or Wolverine.
Of course.
I have zero problems with them being in there. Goku is more like the kitschy meme character. Like, putting in Goku is like putting in all of anime.
Yeah.
But I mean, I ask you, who would you see there? Who do you want to see there?
Man, you know what? And that's a hard question, to be honest. Just out of curiosity, because I don't know the whole roster of the Smash Brothers. Is the characters from Wrecking Crew there, by any chance?
The Wrecking Crew characters? No.
I would like to see that. I'm just that simple. I would like to see the old school characters. I mean, they already have Rob the Robot. They already have the twins from Ice Climber. We already have Kid Icarus. I would like to see the Wrecking Crew people, to be honest. But that's just me.
But the problem is that Wrecking Crew,
at least add Waluigi back. I don't know.
But the problem is that Wrecking Crew started Mario and Luigi.
It did?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Oh, well, fuck it.
Yeah.
I don't care. They'll be just known other characters.
I mean, that'll just be a skin. They could just use that to create an Echo Fighter of them. My thing is, if you're gonna put someone that people won't entirely lose their minds over.
Okay.
Well, no, that's not even possible. It's like I said.
How about the floating hand from the previous Smash? You remember that?
Yeah, Master Hand. He's in the game already.
Oh, he is? Oh, never mind. Sorry. Keep going.
Like, there's so many characters. Like, ever since they started opening it up to non-Nintendo characters, people's minds have gone crazy. Imagination will take you some places. Like, Sora is something that people have mentioned. Master Chief. You and your Master Chief in Super Smash Brothers.
Dude, we'll be murdered.
Sly Cooper, Crash Bandicoot. I mean,
I do have a thought, though. I do have a thought.
Okay, go ahead.
What about Sonic the Hedgehog?
He's already there.
He is? Sonic's in Smash?
And Knuckles is he's an assist trophy, and he's a Mii costume. That's another thing. They're also going to announce the last Mii costumes.
Oh, well, I'll be damned. I didn't know Sonic was in there. Bro, I'm telling you, I don't play this game. And I couldn't even really think of one.
As Simmons would say, Nipples the Enchiladas there. And so is Sonic.
All right. But you know what?
But you know what would be my favorite? You know what would be my absolute pick? Like, if I were to pick a character, I would pick a complete troll character.
Who, dude?
You know who I would pick?
Who?
I think that you would agree when I say this.
Go.
Bubsy.
Bubsy? Really? The freaking cat?
Bubsy the Bobcat. That would be the ultimate troll character.
Oh my god! I don't know what anybody will say, dude. I think everybody will lose their shit.
Oh, I know exactly what people will say.
Bugsy.
I know, all the 4-letter words would be spoken, but it would be funny.
I will have to agree with you on that. Yeah, I will laugh.
Well, for those of you who are wondering when this is going to happen, they're going to have the reveal tomorrow, October 5th, at 10 a.m. Eastern, which is 7 a.m. Pacific. And there's estimating about 40 minutes worth of news, which is basically the last character and the Mii skins. I don't know if they're going to do a gameplay reveal for the character like Sakurai likes to do. They might leave that for another day.
For 40 minutes, they'll probably introduce it.
But still, this is a big deal.
It is. It's actually going to be a big thing, so I'm prepared to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now in other news, still Nintendo actually, Animal Crossing New Horizon adds a new Halloween and Day of the Dead items. And that's pretty cool because that game is pretty hot. It's a nice game, dude. I'm not going to lie. That's actually a game. If you're having a tough day, just play that game. It's so nice and calm, and you could just farm your thing and sell them and go have fun. And And this right here is actually pretty dope, man. So Animal Crossing New Horizon is officially getting a Halloween mode as Nintendo introduces a number of new seasonal items for the spooky season and beyond. Willie, what are your thoughts? Like, dude, like the fact, help me out here. Like, tell me what more they're adding to this game and your thoughts about it.
I'm not an Animal Crossing fanatic, but I like the fact that they a lot of games do that. Like games that people are really into, they'll get, they'll do seasonal stuff to keep people engaged in it. That's fun. That's cool. I mean, people who are into Animal Crossing don't need another reason to log in and play, but now they have one.
Yeah. Like I'm already seeing that they're gonna have the Mexican holiday Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, which is traditionally held in November 1st and 2nd, but it's Halloween, so they're gonna start putting it out there for everybody to do that. They're gonna have themed things like the pumpkins, the candy, costumes are gonna be making an appearance as well for Halloween, and also, return and start of this month. So there's gonna be a lot of things happening for Animal Crossing players out there, which I look forward to see all this and more on Instagram, which is bound to happen since it's back up. Whatever. It's going to happen. I can't wait to see that. Or on YouTube, more people start putting the plays and stuff about it. So, good news all around. Now, I do have a concern though, Willie, and it's not about this game. It's about the next article we're going to be talking about, which is rumored BioShock remaster might be tested at 2K Games. I have a lot of nerves like shaking inside of me because 2K Games, we already know that it's not known to be making some great things. I mean, I may be wrong.
Wait, hold on a second. I personally hate, no, I'm not gonna say hate. Hate's too strong of a word. But I just like 2K Games and the way they handle things.
There we go.
2K Games has made quite a few important things. I mean, I don't know if you know that they own Rockstar.
Okay. All right.
And yeah, okay, the 2K sports games are what they are, but they are popular.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I still feel like there's something, I don't know, like the fact that they do the whole microtransactions and it's just, I don't know. I always feel there's something there that I don't like about them. Let's just say
their business model is ass, but that's them. That's how they want to do all this shit. But anyway, this doesn't please me that much because we already had a BioShock remaster for the PS4. Why do we need one for the PS5 now?
I don't know.
That's something that I've railed against before, and I know that I'm probably in the minority when I say this, but y'all don't need to be making remasters all the time. The remaster concept is cool for games that maybe people haven't played in a long time. But maybe you don't have to make one every single time. Maybe. They're getting very, then again, I did say Rockstar. They're getting very Rockstar with the way they're doing things. Because we be reminded that we already have to deal with GTA 5 for the third console in a row. No, I haven't forgotten.
I know.
So I just, BioShock's a good game. Not too much of a fan of. I'm not too fond of the second one, but the first one was a good game.
Is it the second one that you're not fond of, or the third one? Is there a third one?
No, the BioShock Infinite. It's not bad. It's not a bad game. It got a bit of crap, but it's not a bad game at all. But maybe because I don't remember now, but we already remastered BioShock. Why do you need to do it again? Like 2K, how about you focus on new games?
I don't know.
Aggravates me.
Yeah, it does, man. And I just don't know, man. When it comes to stuff like that, it kind of worries me a little bit. But I want to see where they're gonna go with this game. I haven't played the game. I always seen them online because I could have never have afford it. but I do have them now thanks to PS PS. What's it called? PS Now? No,
PS
PlayStation Plus. Yeah, thank God to that. I got the whole smorgasbord of games already, so I'm happy with that. I gotta play it one day, to be honest. Now that we're in the Halloween season, so I got to test it out and shit. But
I mean, it's not a spooky game, but it's a good game.
Nah, it got the thrill moments. At least the one with the underwater scene with Big Daddy and all that stuff. Which
the first one.
I like it. I like that whole thing. The second one, I'm like, whatever. I saw it. I looked cool, but it was not like my forte of liking it. But I do like the first one. The first one, that creepy aspect of it, it did get to me. But that was just me. And I'll play it one of these days and see what happens. But
it's a good game.
But yeah, so let's talk about Final Fantasy. Well, it's Final Fantasy 16 actually. The Final Fantasy 16 producer indicates the game is nearly complete. Okay, so being I'm not so big in the Final Fantasy, I see that they're speaking like they're talking a different language when it comes to these type of games. I don't really play them, but speaking during the Tokyo Game Showcase on 2021 presentation, it looks like Naoki Yoshida, if I'm saying it right.
I'm sorry. I'm an asshole when it comes to this, but I just like to hear you try to pronounce these things.
Naoki Yoshida.
Naoki Yoshida.
Okay, see, I'm close enough.
Yeah,
maybe.
But I love the indecision in your voice. Oh,
bro, I'm telling you, because the thing is, when I try to pronounce these names, I go for the Hispanic. Like the whole,
you're not
it's
Japanese.
Bad. No, I know that's the thing. So then I'm looking at it and trying to make sense of what I'm looking at. And then of course, when I saw Yoshi in the end, I'm like, oh, I know that word. Like it just, it's, I don't want to say that the disrespect to that man, which I'm pretty sure he's gonna be looking at this going, asshole or something.
Yes, I am convinced that everyone in Japan listens to us absolutely intently because we have our fingers on the pulse of video games like no one else does.
Eventually we do. I'm not sure where, but we do. But it looks like they've been talking about this, and he said pretty much only a few quality improvements are left. So I guess they're going to be pushing this game pretty soon if they only have, I guess it's kind of like polishing up a little bit, if I should like to say it like that way. So that's actually a pretty good news, at least for this game. Are you looking forward to playing Final Fantasy 16, Willie?
I mean, as looking forward to any game as I possibly can. It's nice to see that they're going to release a game that's not going to take 13 years to come out. Oh, I mean, you don't know that. Okay, sure. Final Fantasy 15 was started development in 2006, and it was so old that it started with a totally different name.
Mm-hmm.
But they had a lot of problems with development on that, and they eventually finally got it together and released a pretty good game.
Yeah.
As far as 16, I don't know. I mean, I get excited for games, but I don't get excited for games. I think it's on the public record just how weird my gaming habits are.
Yeah. No, I understand. But let's see how your gaming habits are going to feel about this, Willie. Halo Infinite energy drink collabs bringing black and gold vehicles and skins. You know what? This is Doritos all over again. Doritos and Mountain Dew.
Listen, the companies are going to have their tie-ins. You can't stop it. You can only hope to contain it. But in this case, Halo Infinite is partnering with Rockstar Energy and tied to their special cans that'll help you unlock exclusive skins.
Yeah,
and wonderful black and gold skins for your Warthog or your gun. I mean,
whatever, dude. I think it's fine.
I'm not discounting skins. Skins are a cool thing to get. Like, when you're trying to customize your character, it's cool to have custom skins, to make your character look different, especially in a multiplayer focused game.
But that's not the only thing. Like you're gonna get the whole skins and stuff like that if it comes with it, but they're also gonna have the whole double XP and the whole gun skin, the
course
vehicle
they
skin, and of course a unique emblem to launch and stuff like that. All this is going to be valid all the way through the December 31st, which that's what I'm getting at right now with this. And of course, it's going to be in the United States and Canada. All this is going to be happening. I tried Rockstar energy drinks, and I'm going to be honest, it gave me headaches, just like Monster. It has some sort of weird taste. And I'm not trying to bash them. I know everybody else have a distinguished taste of certain drinks like that. But I don't know what it is about Rockstar and Monster. They have a taste that it gets it gets in my nerve to a point where I get a bad headache. So I'm like, thank God I'm not a big old Halo Infinite fanatic or anything with Halo right now. But I'm pretty sure there's a lot of fans out there that are into this. So if you like Halo Infinite and you like Rockstar Energy, hand to hand, buddy. It's all yours.
And if you don't like Rockstar Energy, but you can be convinced to, then I guess you can find the hand. Either way, listen, these marketing promotions always happen. That's why you see a Call of Duty and Totino's pizza rolls.
Yeah.
Whatever. However you want to market your shit, market your shit.
You're making me hungry, so let's continue on. Willie,
you're always hungry.
Yeah, but come on, I'm a big boy. I gotta eat. Come on.
I'm not gonna go any further.
Don't you? No, stop.
I did.
Yeah. So, anyways, let's continue on. Shush. So the weekend box office hit, and ladies and gentlemen, I am surprised to let you know that Venom: Let There Be Carnage is blasting the freaking pandemic box office with 90.1 million opening weekend. It pretty much beat the Addams Family 2 with 18 million and Many Saints of Newark 5 million. But was there a competition with those two movies, Willie? Let's be honest.
It didn't beat it. It beat it. You didn't beat it in the sense of there's a competition. It beat it like its name was Ike. All right. 90.1 million domestic haul. By far the most the most earned in the opening weekend in all of 2021. Beating Shang-Chi and Black Widow, which were the previous highest.
Yeah.
But it's also the second largest opening ever for October. The only movie that has beaten it so far is Joker.
I see.
That's a lot of money.
It is
for an opening.
That's weekend. Opening weekend. That's what I'm now, kind of amazed at.
The true test is going to be the second week drop off, because you know that movies will start off strong, but depending on how the movie is and how word of mouth and all that, the second week drop can be huge.
Well, and that's where it's going to come to, because I think next week Halloween Kills is coming out, or is it the following week?
I don't know, but
I forgot.
I will say this: the Venom: Let There Be Carnage's domestic haul wasn't the only big news this weekend, because there's also the international box office for James Bond's latest movie, No Time to Die.
Yeah.
Which brought in 119 million.
That's a lot of
big.
Money. And that's big. That's big. To me, it feels like everything's going back almost close to normal when it comes to movies.
Actually, we should keep this in context. These numbers are big for Human Malware 2.0 standards.
Yeah.
Because with the landscape the way that it is now, and as far as movies are concerned, and some people not wanting to risk going to movies even now, the fact that Venom: Let There Be Carnage and especially No Time to Die, because it's international, it hasn't debuted here yet, but especially No Time to Die.
Yeah.
The fact that people are still going to theaters and seeing these movies with all the uncertainty going on, yeah, that's good. That's good for Hollywood.
Indeed.
It is quite good for Hollywood.
No, big time, dude. And being that we're talking about Hollywood now, Willie, let's get down to the real nitty gritty, dude. Which is Sarah Silverman calls out Hollywood's Jewface problem. A representation fucking matters. And I wasn't too sure what was going on because I was like, wait, what is she talking about? And it kind of hit me about when I started reading this article. So news arrived on September 21st that Catherine Hahn will be set to play Joan Rivers on the upcoming Showtime limited series. Now, for those that don't know who Catherine Hahn is, Agatha Harkness, pretty much.
Yeah, Catherine Hahn is her name.
Yeah, Catherine Hahn, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
I probably said it wrong. So, Agatha Harkness, that's her. And being that fans rejoice because she was in WandaVision, everyone's happy, Emmy nominee on the social media, Sarah Silverman said the most recent episode of her self-titled podcast, she pretty much said that Hahn's casting is only the latest example of the Hollywood's Jewface problem. And Sarah Silverman is referring to the practice of casting non-Jews in a Jewish role. Willie, I'm not trying to say I'm concerned, but this is something that I never really thought about. You know that? Like, we first talked about whiteface for certain Chinese roles and stuff like that. We talked about people doing blackface for certain movies, and shows, and whatever the case is. Now, when it comes to Jewface, let's get down a little deeper to that. What movies have been out there that had a Jewish representation, and they just white cast and put somebody else in there?
Well, I mean,
what will be one at least? Because I don't.
Most recently, Felicity Jones was cast as ex Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Okay.
Tracy Ullman played Betty Friedan, and Rachel Brosnahan. Yeah, Rachel Brosnahan played Miriam Maisel in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Those are the more recent ones. We talked about one where Oscar Isaac was set to be Moon Knight.
Yeah, that's one. That's true.
And I made the comment back then that Mark Spector is Jewish.
Yeah.
And Oscar Isaac is not.
Yeah, you did. That was a while back. You did mention that. You're absolutely right.
Now, some people, maybe people don't see it as that big of a problem. And I'll just go out and say it. Some of those reasons are racist. But at the end of the day, I mean, she does have a point.
She does.
No one, speaking as a member of the Latino community,
yes,
no one likes it when a non-Latino is cast in a Latino role.
You're right. It's been plenty of it too, but
I mean, there was more of it back in the 60s and such.
Yeah.
West Side Story is just one example. But I mean, yeah, she's right. And I mean, she gets, a little heavy into it, but of course, I mean, it's something that's near to her. Someone like Joan Rivers, Joan Rivers to the Jewish community, I'm gonna guess here because I don't know, might be on a level of of reverence like Selena was to the Mexican community, or Bruce Lee was to the Chinese community.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, you're right.
If someone were to go and say, "Oh, let's do what they did for Breakfast at Tiffany's, let's get a white guy and have him play Bruce Lee," how many people would lose their shit?
A lot. Actually, a lot.
And in the case of somebody as revered as Bruce Lee, it wouldn't just be the Asian community. A lot of people will be like, "That's some bullshit."
Mm-hmm.
Now, what can be done about it? I don't know. I mean,
another thing that came to my mind, Willie, about that, since you kind of bring it up, will this be more at fault to the actors that they accept it, or will it be more at fault for the producer and people that are casting these actors?
That was something that came up when Scarlett Johansson was cast as I forgot her name, Mokoto, and Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell.
When she was cast, a lot of people were upset, and they were doubly upset when the movie finally came out and they saw that it was Mokoto, but they didn't say her name, they didn't say anything. They whitewashed the character until a certain point in the movie. And I'm sorry if I'm spoiling it, but I don't think anybody really cares about watching this movie now.
I don't think they do.
That she's actually an Asian character in a non-Asian skin. Fine. Is it Scarlett Johansson's fault? I mean, she's trying to make money. She's trying to earn a living. Sometimes, you get cast in things that maybe you're not comfortable with, but say no to a role in Hollywood.
Yeah, yeah. You're not gonna come out winning on that one.
Will Smith almost fell victim to it. Remember the movie 6 Degrees of Separation?
No, I don't remember that one.
It's a pretty good movie. Will Smith was cast as a gay character, and he had to, share a kiss with another man in the movie. Of course, he was against it.
Yeah.
And he was told, "Listen, you want to be taken serious in Hollywood? You don't sit there and question these things. You do it. You do it, or you don't work." Scarlett Johansson might have an actress like Scarlett Johansson may have more say because she's a bigger star.
Yeah.
Will Smith was not a big movie star. He was not a bankable movie star when 6 Degrees of Separation came out. So he didn't have as much say. But a lot of times the actors and actresses do it because they want to work.
Yeah. No, it's true. You know what, man? To be honest, if they were to say, "Hey, Willie, we're going to cast you in a movie and you're going to be playing fucking, I don't know what, superhero, whatever," but, just trying to think about a situation that you're in,
Superhero movies run a little more risk when they go against type there.
Okay.
And I'm talking about like the bigger examples. Oscar Isaac as Mark Spector as Moon Knight didn't really turn too many heads because, well, at least they're both white. But it goes back to what I told you. The Latino community would not be happy if they went and they cast a Latino hero as, something that he's not.
Yeah, I get it.
If Miles Morales were suddenly played by a white boy, you'd hear about it.
Oh, there'll be all the news. That will be headlines everywhere.
And he's only half Latino.
Yeah, part.
He's half Puerto Rican.
Imagine white Cuban Miles Morales. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now, the internet will blow up. They'll be like, what's going on here?
I don't know that I'm ready for a Cuban superhero.
It'll be kind of, I said it, man.
No. Let's not dig into the tropes here. You can be Cuban and not have acere in your dictionary. I don't use that word. I only use that to make fun of Cubans.
I'm gonna tell you right now. No lie, ladies and gentlemen, I have the acera thing going on, but it always happens. It always happens to me because the majority of the people that I hang around with or I see, they're heavy Cubans. So, and by heavy Cubans, cigar, cafecito, Domino's, the whole works. So when I see these people, I'm like, "Oye, que hola, acere." I'm always in that mood. But when I see other respectful Cubans, I'm like, "Hey, ¿cómo está? Muy placer. Bienvenido." I'm very formal. I know what to cut my heavy Cuban to my regular Cuban. Let's just put it that way.
I never had that vocabulary. That doesn't make me better or worse than anybody. I'm just saying I never grew up with it. I never really got into it. I do it more as a parody than anything else because I don't talk that way. I don't talk that way. My Spanish is not prim and proper. I'm not from Spain.
No, but you've been taught right though. That's the thing, because
that's a matter of being taught right.
No, man. But the thing is that you're taught in the sense that, like my parents, they don't say "hacer" at all. They think that is like, the fuck are you saying to us technically? So when I say "que hola," they were like, huh? And they just stare. They'll stare at you. They're like, "Oh, what the fuck you're saying?" So you have to be very presentable. Hey, como está, señora? Un placer. Buen día, buena noche.
Yeah. I mean, You talk, regular.
Yeah. So that's
But
what I'm saying.
yeah, whenever I hear the acere, there's body parts that I didn't know I even had start twitching.
It happens,
But
man.
then, you get me pissed off, and like I like to say, se me sale camagüey,
Oof.
and I ain't even from there. I was born here. But yeah, se me sale camagüey, and all of a sudden I'm like, I don't know myself anymore.
Who am I?
But yeah, back to the subject.
Let's get back to the subject. Yes,
it's not cool when you don't represent a person properly, no matter who it is. No matter who it is, like they're all. You always hear the mentality of, whitewashing characters is not cool because everybody's white. All the main characters are white. But then you hear they take white characters and make them and then turn them black. Truthfully, it's not cool either way when it's a real person.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get sympathy from me if you're crying because the Human Torch was black, or because Ariel is black.
Yeah.
Because those are fictional characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you grew up with a character a certain way. I understand how that is. I don't like it when they take characters that I knew one way and turn them into another. Mm-hmm. Tilda Swinton being the Ancient One, not cool. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I don't have sympathy for anyone for anyone on that, because she's a fake character.
Yeah.
The Ancient One's a fake character. Ariel's a fake character. The Human Torch is a fake character. If right now they want to get Reed Richards and turn them into somebody from Guatemala, look, he's a fake character.
Yeah, don't get bent. Just watch the movie, see it. Hopefully and pray they do well.
I don't know what Guatemala is doing with the last name Richards, but listen, I don't get involved.
Man, but Willie, you know what, dude? We'll leave that for our audience to decide. Guys, let us know in the comments below everything that you just heard from this whole thing with Sarah Silverman and calling out all Hollywood for the Jewface problem and everything above that. And we're going to leave you off right now with one more thing that we're going to be talking about. And is Ben Affleck compares playing Batman in the Flash movie to Justice League. So in a recent interview with Variety, Affleck highly complimentary of his experience filming The Flash, saying that he had a great time. And he says that it was a really nice way to revisit Batman as a prior experience to Justice League before being difficult. Now, I'm all in for Affleck being Batman. I had a good time with him being Batman. I know a lot of people didn't like him joking around. I know a lot of people didn't like certain ways he acted like Batman, but to be honest, he was Batman. I actually enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie. I had a good time with him as Batman. And I'm looking forward to this movie. See how he's going to turn out when him and Michael Keaton team up and the Flash. And I'm just all down for this. Willie, being that you've seen that Ben Affleck is pretty much comparing the new Flash movie to the Justice League and how he had a good time, what are your thoughts, dude? Do you think that that's a good thing for him, that he had a good time after everything he's been through with Justice League and all the bashing and everything?
I mean, as a person from the outside, because I obviously don't know what's going on in his head or what's going on in the heads of anybody at Warner Brothers. As a person looking at it from the outside, I have to imagine that working on the Flash movie has to be more entertaining than Justice League. Because the pressure cooker that Warner Brothers had everybody in for Justice League, because it had to be to steal a line from Mysterio, it had to be an Avengers level event.
You're wrong.
There was a lot of pressure put on everybody, and all the backroom negotiations and machinations that happened that ended up getting Zack Snyder taken off his project at a very inopportune time, I might add. All that has to wear on people.
Yeah.
And knowing that, he came into this movie and he felt better reprising the role, good on him. Everybody sits there and talks about how, oh, how he got really bad and he was on a mess and with alcoholism and all that bunch of stuff.
Mhm.
I mean, work does that to people.
It does.
Who's to say that,
will get you
he didn't go through all that? And again, I'm not trying to say that's what it is because I don't know what's in the man's head. I just know that there was a lot of pressure being Batman. And not just being Batman, being a divisive Batman, because, there's a lot of people that thought that he did great. I thought he did good as Batman.
He did. I felt that he did.
But there's quite a few people that were never 100% in with this Batman because they hold on to the whole thing that Batman doesn't kill. And this Batman has a body count that makes Lobo blush.
But yeah, he did.
But whatever it is, the man is happy now. The man enjoyed the only thing that you want to do when you work is enjoy your work.
I agree with you.
Yeah, you can get paid millions of dollars for putting on a rubber jumpsuit and saying, but you still want to enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah. I totally agree with you, man.
Like, I'm IT, and I love doing IT work, and I'd love to be able to tell you that I love doing my job 24 hours a day. Unfortunately, people get in the way. IT would be so much easier if all I did was talk to computers. But then again, if I was talking to computers, it'd be 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh God, no, Willie, no. We already know how that movie kind of started. I forgot the ending.
No, I'm not worried about how it started. I'm worried about how it ended.
Well, I'm just saying. But
I
yeah.
ever go and I try to get a computer to do something, and it comes up telling me, "I'm afraid I can't do that, Willie." You're gonna hear a grown man cry.
I am pretty sure that I'm going to hear it from miles and miles away because it will happen.
Yeah, you're gonna hear me crying like that meme. You know which one I'm talking about. Play it. Yeah, you're gonna hear that.
It touches me in such a good spot when I see that. But anyways,
I don't want to talk about touching you.
Shut up. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much for joining us today on this amazing show, which this episode is brought to you by D2D. Use promo code MIAGeeks10 to save 10% on your next purchase order. That's MIAGEEKS10. All in caps, description down below. Copy the promo code, click on the link, paste on the shopping cart, and that's 10% saved there, guys. Also, make sure to follow our friends at Decora Lights, which has some killer LEDs, especially coming up for the holidays. Even Halloween, wink, wink. Make sure to keep an eye on them because they have some cool things there, and let them know that the Miami Geeks sent you guys. And yes, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button just to know when we come with amazing news, which is 3 times a week: Mondays, Wednesday, and Friday, and a little something in between. Well, Willie, it's about that time, so I guess we'll see you guys on what?
One question before we go.
What?
How many people you think called 911?
More than enough, and I know we're gonna see on somewhere on Instagram. We're gonna be seeing that shit. You know that, right?
How many people you think called 911 when Facebook went down?
Too much, too many.
What
do I do? I know too many is freaking. I'll probably give them a good number, 25.
There's 25, as in percent.
Maybe.
There's a reason why there's a show on the internet that I love called "What the Fuck Is Wrong with You."
Yep. But
I'll leave you with that thought.
Yeah, yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you on Wednesday. Peace.
Bye.